The holidays are right around the corner, so I thought I would rank the top 10 winter-themed tracks in Mario Kart. This list will have no duplicates, so more tracks can be included. If you enjoy this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and let's dive into this ranking. Number 10, Frappe Snowland. Everyone knows the song Winter Wonderland, but that is actually what describes this track. Speaking of music, that is the highlight of this course. It literally makes you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, exploring this magical place, which is exactly what is going on with this track. However, as relaxing as it is, this one is no pushover when it comes to difficulty, as the layout is quite challenging. And when the civilians of this town ask to hang out, do yourself a favor and give them a kind no man to that offer. Number 9, N64 Sherbet Land. The Wii's version of the track gives the original quite the update. The music is actually the same from Frappe Snowland if you didn't know. Anyways, there are several things that are hitting right for this one. The baby penguins frolicking around is so cute. The fact that they will occasionally dive on the ice is adorable and a bit funny. The cave section in particular is really interesting. The mood of this track changes drastically when you enter. It gives you this feeling of mystery. Overall, it's a pretty cool track, pun intended. 8. Rosalina's Ice World. Is it just me, or does the title of this track seem like the name of an amusement park? Anyways, this track used the new underwater mechanic to its full potential, featuring a section where ice is cracking off and you can either attempt to stay on or dive down into the chilly water. Similar to Sherbet Land, it ends off with a cave which contains many icicles and some boosts on the alternate route. I don't know how Rosalina all of a sudden became the queen of ice, but here we are. Number 7, DK Pass. Yet another incredible match from music to track feeling. This music piece feels like you're on a trot in the winter time. This is certainly one heck of a trot though, with several falling boulders and difficult turns. You can't forget about that broken item box in the snow either. It's well out of your way, but it's certainly worth it, giving you mushrooms or even a star. Our snow buddies even make a return as well. 6. GameCube Sherbet Land. I'm not gonna lie, the N64 was kinda robbed with the name stealing. First Wario Stadium and now Sherbet Land. Anyways, this track went from being one of the worst in Double Dash to pretty exciting in 8 Deluxe. The music and even the background have been modified to make the track feel like there's a Christmas festival or something. Even the northern lights can be seen. The looks and feels aren't the only improved things though. The once slippery and annoying controlling has been fixed for the most part, and the freezes that were previously a nightmare are much less of a hassle now. There are also underwater routes for an alternative. A major improvement for sure. 5. GBA Snow Land. I always had a soft spot for this one on the GBA and really anticipated the return of this track in the Booster Course Pass. And lo and behold, my wishes were granted. This remake is also really good obviously, with the jolly mood clearly conveyed by great music, penguins having a good time, and the sort of pinkish look in the background bringing cheery vibes. Despite the lack of a gliding and underwater section, the turns are very satisfying. On top of all this, the snowmen are back again. Number 4, Animal Crossing. I love the design of all 4 seasons in this track. It gives some more variety each time you play the course. I actually think that the winter version is the best of the 4. In terms of background, it's similar to Sherbet Land with the northern lights and the Christmas lights all over the place. The highlight of this track is what else other than the New Horizons stuff all over the place. We have the characters, buildings, island landscape, items, fruits, and coins were even converted into bells. As someone who played a lot of New Horizons, I can certainly get a kick out of this one. 3. Merry Mountain. This track actually inspired this video. I always wanted to play this one in tour, but I never got the chance to. When it came to 8 Deluxe, I finally got to play it and it exceeded my expectations. The music literally gives off this feeling as if you were on Santa's sleigh on Christmas night. As for the track itself, the turns are great with several split paths. They even got the half pipe to return for this track. It is certainly a spectacle. 2. DK Summit. This one is a personal favorite for me. A ski resort is such a fun theme for a track. It's the winter DK Mountain. The track starts with you being shot from a cannon past the ski lifts. When you land, you're introduced to half pipes for the first time. A really fun mechanic. Afterwards, there are lots of ramps leading to a pair of chasms to avoid. Once you clear all of that though, you are free to go crazy on the half pipe with some Shy Guys, catching some chilly air before the finish line. Absolute banger. Number 1, Mount Wario. Widely considered one of the best tracks of all time, and for good reason. I at first was disgusted with the track due to the difficulty, but after some more game experience, I began to notice the journey that this track puts you through. First off, you are dropped out of a freaking plane onto the peak. After a slide down the slippery top, you glide through this cavern with plenty of rushing water. After that, you drive on the side of a dam, and then through a forest. But the ending is probably the coolest part. You literally ski through flags and wavy turns that lead to a bunch of boosts and a glide that brings a lot of tension, because you have to hope that your last item can secure you a good placement. And guys, that is my list. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.